Hi, I'm Lauren Matthews. Thank you so much for joining me today and welcome to my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe so you get notifications when I upload new free rebounding workouts for you. Today's workout is going to be a beginner cardio workout. So if you're new to rebounding, this one's for you. I know when you're first starting out, you can see some really intimidating moves, but today I'm going to show you that some simple moves with proper form are going to give you a great workout. So, what are you going to need? Of course, a rebounder. Today, I'm using my Leaps and Rebounds Miami Sky Blue color. You can get yours by going to www.leapsandrebounds.com and using my code BFB10 for 10% off of yours. You're also going to need water, towel, heart rate monitor, clearance from your medical doctor. If you have a pacemaker or you're pregnant, this workout is not for you. That being said, let's do it. All right, meet me behind your rebounder. I want you to have your legs about shoulder width apart. You're going to reach high, and then you're going to shoot your hips back and tap the trampoline. Reach high, tap the trampoline. Reach high. Now go ahead and take a big wide open arm, palms facing the front, still shooting those hips back. Breathing. 2 more, 1 and 2. I want you to go ahead and take your hips a little bit wider, and we're gonna do big hip circles. Pushing those hips forward a little bit when you get to the front. Pushing the hips back in the back. Big circles. 2 more. 1 and 2. Switch sides, switch waves. Deep breaths. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now I want you to take an extra wide stance. You're gonna put your hands on the trampoline and you're gonna do a double pulse left and right lateral lunge using the trampoline to support you. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Now walk those feet in. You're gonna slowly roll up, and now you're gonna take one leg at a time, flat foot, and you're going to lean into the trampoline, get that hip flexor stretch, push that flat foot back, replace, and then switch sides. Hip flexor stretch here, also warming up those quads. All right. Go ahead and meet me up on your trampoline. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. So, once you get up here, I want you to have a flat foot, soft bend in the knee, hinged at the hips. Think about your belly button being pulled into your spine, up into your core. Roll the shoulders back and down. And I want you to go ahead and start pushing down into the trampoline with a flat foot, hands on the hips. This is called push bounce. We're gonna start here. Hinged at those hips here. Pushing down. Now, when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and let your heels alternate and come up off the trampoline. You're switching your weight from left to right. You're letting the heels push down, but your toes are glued to the mat. This is called bounce balance. Core is tight, pulling belly button in towards spine. All right, and when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and instead of alternating, take both feet, both heels off the mat at the same time. And I know this feels a little weird, but we're about to go into our main move called down bounce, okay? So when you're ready, let your feet leave the mat. Pop those knees up a little bit, hands on the hips, flat foot. You're pushing down into the trampoline. As you'll see, I'm not going high, okay? I'm bouncing down. And that's why we call this one down bounce. When you're ready, I want you to go ahead and add an arm. Swing those arms. This is down bounce. This is your main move. If you get lost, you go here. And usually when you work out with me, we start pretty much every song with this move, just kind of resetting. All right, let's start those from the top real quick. So flat foot, now we're just push bouncing, pushing down, not letting the feet leave the mat yet. Now alternate, this is bounce balance. Add an arm if you can, if you're ready, if you got that balance. All right, now take it both heels down and back to down bounce. All right, stay here, keep going. Okay, so we're gonna stay here and practice our down bounce for about 30 seconds, and then we're gonna do some jacks, okay? Just like a jumping jack on the ground, but we're just gonna bring those arms up to shoulder height, okay? Down bounce. I'm gonna go to the side here, you stay in the front. This is what you should look like. Hinged here at the hips, soft bend in the knees, feet are flat, pushing down into the trampoline, shoulders back and down, tummy pulled in. All right, let's take some jacks. So actually start with your hands on your hips, okay? We're gonna just go in and out, pushing down with a flat foot. Jacks on the bottom, singles, in and out, in and out. When you're ready, you can go ahead and add an arm. Again, just coming up to shoulder height. Great job. Let's go ahead and change up that arm variation. And I want you to take those arms and just bring them like a front raise to the front. Bottom part of the jack stays the same, just changing the arms up a little. Still single jacks. Take those arms back out to the side and give me doubles, 2 and 2. Double jack. Now, go ahead, switch those arms up again, and we're gonna do the front raises, but doubles. All right, give me a down bounce. So, next, we're gonna do scissors. So, hands on the hips here, staying down bounce on the bottom. Scissors, you're gonna take your left and right foot and you're gonna alternate. One goes to the front, one goes to the back. You're always using your core on the rebounder. But this one's definitely one that you really have to focus to keep your balance, okay? And if you need to lean your torso forward just a little bit to keep that balance, do so. Now, these are single scissors. When you're ready, add an arm and pump it. I'm gonna show you from the side, you stay in the front. Nice and low, flat foot pushing down. All right, now give me a double, 2 and 2. Pop those knees up when you get comfortable. Woo! All right, back to singles. Look at you, you're already becoming a pro. I'm already switching it up on you. I know you're with me. All right, let's take it back to down bounce. In 3, 2, 1. Down bounce, our main move. Again, if you get lost, come back here. If you're not comfortable with the move, come back here and do this. All right, let's do those jacks again. Singles in and out, and the arms. Nice. Give me doubles, 2 and 2. All right, let's go ahead and give me some doubles, but with our front raises on our arms. Still jacks on the bottom, just changing up the arms to keep it interesting. Now give me some singles of these with the front arm raises. All right, let's go to scissors in 3, 2, 1. Single scissors. Remember, that's your left leg and right leg alternating from front to back, pumping those arms, using that core, lean that torso forward just a little bit if you need to, bouncing down always. Give me a double, 2 and 2. Don't worry, you'll get a water break in a second. I know it's hard when you're first starting out. You're like, whew, it's a lot. You're gonna get a break, it's coming. All right, single scissors. All right, now I want you to just shake it out. So, shaking it out, we're just pushing down into the trampoline, kind of moving our knees out, opening up those hips, shaking it out. Shaking it out, shaking those hips. All right, take a deep breath. Let's take a quick sip of water. And meet me in down bounce. Deep breathing. All right, we're gonna learn some more moves now. Hands on the hips, down bounce on the bottom, but we're gonna bring those feet together, knees together. This is called a ski, okay? Now, when you're comfortable, also with this move, I want you to kind of lean your torso forward just a smidge, okay? But you're hinged at the hips, core is pulled in. When you're ready, add some ski pole arms. Just think about keeping your knees together and your core tight. This is called a ski. All right. Now, we're gonna do a double. So, let's go ahead, before we add the arm, put your hands on your hips, stay in ski. You're gonna use your core to twist your hips just a little, okay? We're doing a double ski here, 2 and 2. Using the core to twist that hip to the front, just a smidge. When you're ready, add an arm and it'll be easier. There you go. The arm helps you a little bit. This is a double ski. You got it. All right, back to center. Regular single skis, ski pull arms. Take it to down bounce in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. All right, let's talk about our next move. So, your feet are gonna stay where they are, hands on the hips, and you're just doing front to back jumps. Okay, you're jumping towards the front of your mat and back of your mat. Now, single jumps, hands on the hips. You're a beginner, so you're probably not gonna be getting as many inches in between your jump right now as I am. You might be getting a little inch because your balance might not be there yet, and that's okay, because you're a beginner, and that's great. Okay, so just do what you can, what you're comfortable with. This is called front and back, so let's add an arm. Just letting those arms kind of come with you as we jump from front to back. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Let's do a double. 2, and 2. All right, we're gonna put those together now. See what we've learned. So bring it to a down bounce in 3, 2, and 1. I know you're getting more comfortable in your down bounce. I know you're getting those knees up. Let's go for skis. Feet together, knees together. Ski poles, singles. Breathe deeply. Let's do those doubles. 2 and 2, let's go. Double ski. Three, 2, 1. Go to down bounce. We're gonna finish out with our front backs, okay? Let's go, single front backs. Just bring those arms with you. Give me double, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. All right, shake it out, shake it out. There's something that we can do called high bounce. That's reminds you when you were a kid and you're on a trampoline, okay? So you just kind of shake it out and you jump and you kind of use your toes to give you that little jump high oomph, extra oomph. And you shake it out and you breathe, getting that lymphatic drainage. All right, let's get a quick sip of water. Quick, quick, quick. This is our last jumping song, and then I'm gonna show you some things you probably didn't realize you could do on the rebounder. All right, down bounce. This song is called Level Up. That's what we're about to do. Down bounce. All right. So, our first move, we're gonna do some twists. So I want you to put your hands on your hips, okay? And I want you to think about using your core and your right oblique to turn your right hip to the front, okay? And I'm gonna add a little arm because it's hard to do it with your hands on your hips. So, just get with me when you can. Think about using your oblique, your right oblique, to bring that right hip to the front. The top half of your torso, you wanna keep that facing front, okay? You don't wanna do like a full turn like this because we're really trying to target the abs. So right now you're doing a single right twist, okay? And when you are extending this right arm, think about squeezing your tricep. Breathe. You've got it now. Give me some doubles. 2 and 2. Keeping that torso facing the front. Just turning that right hip to the front with your right oblique. Squeezing that tricep. All right, we're gonna switch sides and go to singles on the left. 3, 2, 1. Center, switch, singles. Thinking about that left oblique. Give me a double. All right. All right, back to center, down bounce. Okay, now I'm gonna teach you some front kicks, and I know what you're thinking. Lauren, I'm a beginner. Front kicks are too hard. They're not. I'm gonna teach you how to do them. We're gonna do a front low kick, okay? Hands on the hips. Now what you're gonna do is we're only gonna do the right leg first, and it's a low kick, okay? So kick, replace. Keep that core tight. Power this movement. You're putting all your weight in the left leg. And it's a little low front kick. You've got this. Kick, replace. Kick, replace. Breathe. You should feel your abs right now working. Let's switch it to the other side. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Kick, replace, kick, replace. Now, right now, your kicks are low, okay? Stay in the front, I'm gonna show you. As you get more comfortable, you're gonna have a higher kick, okay? I'm gonna switch legs so you can see better. Eventually, you'll get your kicks up here. But right now, we're beginners, and that's great. Kick, replace, kick, replace. All right, let's go over those twists. Give me a down bounce. All right, right twist, single. Give me a double, 2 and 2. All right, switch to singles on the left in 3, 2, 1. Doubles. All right, 3, 2, 1. Come to the front. Give me some front kicks on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides, go. We gotta finish out this song. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, shake it out. High bounce if you want, if you're comfortable. All right. Quick sip of water. Okay, meet me at your trampoline. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna sit down, then you're gonna lay down. You're gonna scoot your booty to the edge. You're gonna bring those legs up. I want your knees at a 90-degree angle here and your hands up like this, like a dead bug, okay? So I want you to think about pulling your core in. You're gonna take your left leg back, right arm back, and then you're gonna really squeeze those abs to bring it together, and you're gonna switch sides. Dead bug, left and right. Each time that your hands and arms come back to meet, your legs and your arm come back to center, breathe out, and really engage that core. Breathe. Blow it out. Blow the candle out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees to chest, roll a little bit left and right, roll that lower back out. When you're ready, slowly sit up. Take a second. You can be a little dizzy when you switch positions this way. You're gonna come into tabletop on your rebounder, okay? And you're going to go ahead and you're gonna keep that core nice and tight, and you're going to do what they call a donkey kick with your right leg. I want you to think about squeezing that booty. You should feel it in your booty and your hamstrings. Try to keep those hips square with your mat. If you need to and you have long arms like me and you need to go on an elbow like this with one of your arms, whatever you need to do to try to keep your body in line. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides to the left leg. Here we go. Let's go. I want you to have a flat foot, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Little child's pose for a second, stretch it out. Okay, this next one If you have a mat, lay down on the mat for this. I'm gonna lay on the dirty ground. So, you're gonna scooch your booty up to your rebounder. You're gonna lay flat on the ground. Oh, woo! That ground is hard. Okay, hands on the ground. I want your heels on the rebounder, and you're gonna do a glute bridge. Up and down. Now, when you come up, make sure that I should look like a triangle, okay? Make sure that you're bringing those hips, straighten everything out. And when you get here, I want you to think about zipping up your core, okay? Working out that pelvic floor too with this one. And I just want you to know, pelvic floor issues, everyone, men and women, have a pelvic floor. Anyone can have issues with it. You should always exercise your pelvic floor. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, woo, it burns, 2, and 1. Woo, set it down. Melt into the trampoline for a second. Breathe. Okay, now you're gonna slowly get up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now, I have dirt all over me, but that's okay. Now, do we have time? Oh, yes, we do. Okay, we're gonna do a plank. Let's do it. You can do it on your elbows. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You can do it on your elbows or up on your hands like this. Easiest plank you're ever gonna do, and you're never gonna wanna do them on the ground again. Think about pulling that belly button into your spine. Strong arms. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Don't be like this, okay? Nice and down, really pulling that core in. Hold it here, you're almost there. Hold, almost there. All right, 3, 2, 1. Push it back into down dog. Alternate those heels. Stretch it out. You did it. You made it through. Hold it here for a second. Push back a little more. All right. Now I want you to, I'm gonna just switch positions so you can see me better. We're gonna be here in a forward fold. So you're gonna use the trampoline to support you. So I want about 80% your body, 20% in your arms, just using a little bit of support to stretch your body with the trampoline. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to take an extra wide stance, and you're gonna come down to the elbows if you can. Hold it here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and walk your hands up towards your leaps and rebound sticker, and then lean your chest down and back a little bit towards your mat. Get a full upper body stretch here. Hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the elbows. Now I want you to go ahead and walk your hands over to that left side. Take a right side body stretch, lean into that right side body. Just a smidge, lean into it. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk the hands all the way over to the right side. Same thing, lean into that left side body stretch. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to center elbows, hold it here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk those hands up towards that leaps and rebound sticker. One more time, lean that chest down and back towards the mat. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the elbows. Then I want you to go ahead and push up a little bit. I want you to walk your feet in just a little bit, and then you're going to take a left bend, a bend in the left leg, right leg extended, left lateral lunge. Sitting those hips back. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk all the way over to the right side, same thing. Right leg bends, left leg extends, right lateral lunge. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead, hands back to center, walk it all the way in. Slowly roll up. Give me 3 deep breaths in. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video was helpful. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought and what you want to see next.